Chris Haynes from the Mothership. He's covering the Warriors side during the NBA Finals, but former Cavs beat reporter for the Cleveland Plain Dealer. Chris, good to have you back on. How are you?
Doing fine. 6'2", 220. I'm getting heavier.
What's the biggest difference in covering these two teams since you've done both?
How can I put this? Let's see. I would say the Warriors' culture is you have a lot more, especially with media and the relationships right there. They offer it's like a media-friendly culture where players are available. Players actually have a good relationship with the media. You're able to request a lot of one-on-ones and Kevin Durant, who has been notoriously known for not really divulging much or speaking with the media, especially in one-on-one group setting when he was in OKC, that has changed with Golden State. Cleveland, they're a little bit more stricter. They try to keep the media pretty much at an arm's distance with the players. And if you kind of offer that type of dynamic, the players kind of resent some of the media folks. So I would say that's probably some of the different dynamics as far as how I do my job working with both teams.
But does it come down to LeBron is running the media availability, and is Steph Curry running the media availability with Golden State unofficially?
Unofficially, look, LeBron can do what he want to do. He's been, obviously over the last couple of days where he's boycotted going to the podium. Obviously we were told that he's getting tired of waiting to go to the podium. Usually he's probably one of the last players who are assigned to the podium after the coaches speak, some of the other players from the other teams speak. I've told he's been doing this for, 7 straight years going to the finals, and it kind of lingered into the Eastern Conference Finals for him as well. But, yeah, definitely LeBron, he can exhort his power, for say, there's none of that going on with the Warriors.
Jeff Van Gundy said that Curry and Durant could be the best duo ever. Do you think that's just in the moment, watching the Warriors be great in Game 2, and then you throw something out, or do you think there's real validity in something like that?
No, I think it's in the moment right now. I think, Paul Pierce, said that right now KD is the best player. KD's playing well. He's definitely producing at a higher level, compared to LeBron. But, LeBron's the best player. The best duo, you still got to look at Magic and Kareem and Jordan and Pippen. I mean, Golden State, with this dude hasn't won a championship yet. I think you probably got to win multiple championships to be even considered amongst the, greatest duo of all time. And, up until the finals, Stephen Curry really hasn't had a great final showing.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a little premature.
Well, we're also looking at this Golden State team, and I mentioned first hour. If they sweep, we'll look at them differently than if they win in 6 games. If they sweep, they don't lose a game, I think historically we're going to look at them and say maybe that's the best season that somebody's ever had, as opposed to if they lose 2 games to the Cavaliers. Is that, do you think, how history is going to look at this team? Is that fair to them?
No, that's fair. Arguably one of the best seasons a team has ever had, even upstaging the 73 wins from last year. But still, like when you're talking about the greatest duo, I just don't know if even sweeping the playoffs is going to put them in that class. One championship. I mean, it would depend on what they do from here on out. Say they sweep, win a championship. And then the next couple of years, maybe they don't perform as well, or maybe I don't foresee this happening. Maybe they don't get to the NBA Finals again. So I think right now they are still trying to carve their name into the likes of those other duos that I mentioned right now. But obviously this year, man, what they're doing, how they're playing, if they can sustain this, I definitely think you got to put them in the talks as being, having arguably the great one of the greatest teams in NBA history.
He's Chris Haynes from the Mothership. He's covering the Warriors during the NBA Finals, formerly a Cavs beat writer for the Cleveland Plain Dealer. What do you make of Mike Wise from the Mothership saying that you could smell marijuana in the Cavs locker room after Game 2?
You know what? I was in there a little bit. I smelled a twinge of it. I would say that. I don't know where it came from. I don't know who. I don't think any of the Cavalier players are blazing. If they do blaze, I don't think they're blazing that quickly after a Game 2 loss. But there was definitely. I mean, it is California. It is the Bay Area.
Yeah, but it's the NBA Finals, and you're in a locker room there, Chris. That's what. Yeah. Like, who would be smoking in the locker room in the first place? Like, is that part of a posse or something? Hangers on?
Yeah. Well, I would say that. Yeah, that you do have a lot of players in there. And their buddies in there. But I would, if I had to guess who was the culprit. Look, Dan, you've been in the NBA Finals. There's a lot of media. More so media, and it's not even the media that traditional media. It's media that's coming in there, trying to get pictures, trying to get a selfie and all that.
Wait, you're going to blame this on the media? Like somebody's sparking up from the media?
I'm saying this is what I'm saying, DP. I'm saying around this time of year, you get a lot of media, so-called media around that you don't see during the regular season that come from anywhere. The NBA for some reason, allows more media during the finals than any other type of, around. And I would say a lot of them aren't doing a job. They're just taking pictures, want to be seen. And they probably have some, engage in a lot of extracurricular activities. And I think probably some of that residue of what they were doing prior to going to the locker room kind of lingered into the
little residue.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm sticking with.
But what you're saying, though, Chris, is Doris Burke was not sparking up in the locker room, right? Is that what it wasn't Doris Burke, right? Or PJ Carlissimo?
I've been with Doris and PJ first, second, and third rounds. I've been around them. I've never had that lingering smell.
All right.
When talking with them.
I just wanted to. Okay, but you're a good reporter.
They're cool.
Yeah, you're a good reporter.
Cool. And me personally, I do not engage in that.
You do not smoke.
So it wasn't me as well.
All right. Finish the sentence. If the Cavs get swept, what?
If the Cavs get swept, Kevin Love will be traded over the summer.
I thought he was going to be dealt if they lost last year. I thought he was going to be the scapegoat, and I agree with you. But I don't know what you get. If you trade Kevin Love, what are you hoping to get in return?
If you trade, it's unfortunate he's a scapegoat. He's a scapegoat every year. It's been like that ever since he's been there, right or wrong. But I think in trading Kevin Love, look, there's obviously, me and Mark Stein reported, back in January that the Knicks were looking to trade Carmelo for Kevin Love. I don't know necessarily what you get back as far as are you improving, but I think the fact is that they know who they are and what they are with Kevin Love. And if Golden State, if they keep this team together, they're going to continue to be there for the next couple of years. And I know LeBron. I covered the guy. He's not going to be willing to just be satisfied with making the finals. That's not going to be enough. If he feels like, this team is not ready and equipped to defeat the Golden State Warriors year after year, he's going to want to see some change. And I think Kevin Love is the easiest piece that you can move and bring in likes like Carmelo. Look, I don't know if they're going to get better, but with Carmelo,
you don't want Carmelo, Chris.
No, but listen, DP, with Carmelo or anybody else, it's the unknown. That's the thing. It's the unknown. Maybe we're better. Maybe we can get to that level. With Kevin Love, they know what they are and who they are and how far they can go.
Can they trade Kevin Love for Andrew Wiggins? Did they hold on to the receipt with that trade there? Yeah.
Is there a return policy?
Yeah. Hey, Chris, keep stirring it up. Always great to talk to you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, DP. Thanks for having me.
All right, that's Chris Haynes, ESPN NBA reporter.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.